Um, what what am I looking forward to? Well, a bright and prosperous future. Death fascinates me. I'm one of those people who's actually looking forward to dying. You know, if I could die peacefully in my sleep tonight, I would do so. I wouldn't necessarily go out and, do anything like hang myself or whatever. But the thought of death is kind of inspiring, because none of us know what's on the other side. And, there could be this wonderful, great adventure that none of us really know about. There's all this kind of stuff that comes from, clairvoyance and all the rest of it. Believe it if you want to. But there is something, for me, that's really interesting about life after death on the other side. And, I wouldn't like to die a horrible death. I wouldn't like to die a death where I was in, severe pain, or people had stabbed me, or something along those lines. If it was in my sleep, then I'd be very, very happy with it, And I'm one of the few people who actually looks forward to it, to sort of celebrate that transition between this life and, if there is an afterlife, who knows? You've kind of got to get there first to find out, in a sense. But that it intrigues me. It absolutely fascinates me, and all this fuss that people make about death, I don't understand. I don't think I've ever been to a funeral in my life. Well, I went to my mother's funeral, but that was about it, and I was there for about 5 minutes. But I don't do weddings and birthdays and Christmases and funerals and anniversaries, and no interest in anything like that. It's just a day. It's just another day. And sort of death is a celebration, is a transition, is just a passing on. So the fuss people make about it just goes right over my head. It completely and utterly loses me. And you see, I don't care what happens to me when I die. You can put me in a bin liner and put me out for the rubbish. You could pour petrol on me, set light to me. You could take me out and put weights and drop me in the ocean. You could cut me up in little pieces and feed me to the tigers at London Zoo. I don't care. I will be a carcass. That's all that's going to be left. I'm not sentimental about it, because that's what it is. You're just a carcass. So the way that people go on about dying, and mostly it's selfish, it's, oh, what am I going to do now? Oh dear, and I haven't got the time for all of that kind of stuff. It's not about you, it's about the person who's dying. For anybody that's in that kind of mindset, as far as I know, when I die, there's 300 or 400 people are going to turn up to my funeral, and that's just to make sure I'm dead. But the money, the expense of it is ridiculous. If I had my time again, I would go into the funeral business, because people are making fortunes out of it somewhere along the line. Was it cost £3,000 or £4,000 or something to bury somebody? I'm not interested in all the services and all that kind of stuff. What am I going to do? People phone me up and say, oh, life insurance. Trying to sell me life. It's not life insurance, it's death insurance. What am I going to do when I die? Suddenly, get up out of my grave and, go and spend all the money that they're supposed to pay me on a big shopping spree around Cabot Circus, or, go to Harrods and have a bit of a binge up there. What am I going to do when I'm gone? I'm not interested in leaving anything behind, because my intention is to come into this world, to leave this world exactly the same way as I came into it, with absolutely nothing whatsoever. That is my whole point. So as I get older, I'm gradually losing all the bits and pieces that I've accumulated, because I'm not going to take it with me. I mean, it's only going to end up in a charity shop or somewhere else, which, yeah, okay, will benefit people. But I'm just not interested in kind of possessions and leaving things behind, leaving my crap for other people to sort out. It's of no interest to me whatsoever. The same as as I say, like, I can be buried in a bin liner. Doesn't bother me. I'm not going to get up and complain. I'm not going to suddenly wake up in my coffin and lift open the lid and go, what kind of a coffin? What the hell kind of a coffin? And where do they get those handles from at the end of line at B&Q summer sale or something? I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to be sort of laying in my coffin thinking, oh God, this is so boring. Oh, I wish I'd have something like a take-a break, a torch and a pen would do. This is just boring by it. It's not going to happen. It's just not realistic. I'm not going to be lying there while, people are playing music and I'm going to be bopping along inside my little coffin, until they get to, another piece of music and I go, ah, da, 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 dee, dee, dee. Oh, no, I hate this piece of music, but oh, God, I just cracked my skull on the bloody lid. Oh, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to complain about where I'm buried. I'm not going to be lying there thinking, oh, this is it's a bit of rubbish. I think I might like to move to a much better area than this, probably the other side, under the tree, where the willows are, better class of corpse over there. Laying here, all I'm doing is hearing hearses go up and down all day and people crying. It's just disturbing my peace. None of this is reality. None of it. But people go on about, bloody funerals and death like it's the end of the world. Yeah. I haven't got time for it all. I'm a realist. I'm very down to earth and very practical and very logical in my thinking. So death isn't something which worries me in any way, shape or form. It's just a transition. It's just a corpse. Yeah, and people may like the memories and all the rest of it, but there'll be plenty of memories of me on the internet, so I've got no worries there. They can just look me up anytime they want to. But yeah, that's kind of it, really. Nothing else really phases me or bothers me too much. Most things in life just go right over my head anyway, What happens, happens. I'm a realist. Some would say a fatalist. But yeah, I suppose that's it really. That's all I can say on that matter.